Mark had always been the reliable, steady type. A man who valued his family, his career, and the life he had built with his wife, Amanda. They had been married for 10 years, and while their relationship had its ups and downs, Mark believed they were solid. That was until he stumbled upon something that shattered his world. It started innocently enough. Amanda had been more distant lately, glued to her phone, laughing at texts she refused to share, and inventing excuses to stay out late. Mark dismissed it at first, blaming stress or boredom, but a nagging feeling in the back of his mind refused to quiet. One evening, while Amanda was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the nightstand. Mark wasn't the snooping type, but this time, curiosity got the better of him. He picked up the phone and saw a text from a man named Eric. Asterisk, can't wait to see you again. Last night was amazing. Asterisk, Mark's heart sank. He knew this wasn't a misunderstanding. His hand shook as he put the phone down and sat on the edge of the bed, trying to process what he had just seen. He didn't confront Amanda immediately. Instead, Mark decided to gather proof. Over the next few weeks, he quietly observed, checked phone records, and even hired a private investigator. The evidence was undeniable. Amanda was having an affair with a co-worker. When Mark finally confronted her, he was calm but firm. He laid the evidence in front of her, text messages, pictures, and a detailed timeline. Amanda's face turned pale, and she stammered, trying to explain. She begged for forgiveness, claiming it was a mistake and promising it would never happen again. But Mark wasn't a pushover. He didn't allow his emotions to cloud his judgment. Instead, he took control of the situation. He filed for divorce, securing his finances and ensuring their 2 children would be protected. Amanda's tears and apologies didn't sway him. Mark knew his worth and refused to be treated as an afterthought. He rebuilt his life, focusing on his children, his career, and eventually finding love again with someone who valued loyalty as much as he did. Amanda, on the other hand, struggled to piece her life back together. She realized too late that Mark wasn't the weak, predictable man she had taken for granted. Her betrayal cost her not only her marriage, but also the respect of the man she once called her rock. Mark's story became an inspiration to others, proof that standing up for oneself in the face of betrayal isn't just about leaving. It's about reclaiming your dignity and self-worth. Amanda's downfall was swift and harsh. The affair that had once seemed so thrilling quickly crumbled under the weight of reality. Eric, the man she had risked everything for, turned out to be nothing more than a fleeting thrill. When confronted with the fallout of their actions, he distanced himself, unwilling to take responsibility or share in the chaos Amanda had created. Meanwhile, Mark's resilience shone through. While Amanda wallowed in regret, Mark thrived. His focus shifted entirely to their children, Emma and Liam, ensuring they felt secure and loved despite the turmoil. He explained the situation to them in an age-appropriate manner, emphasizing that none of it was their fault. His unwavering support helped the kids adjust to their new reality. At work, Mark's colleagues noticed a change in him. He was more driven, more determined. Promotions and accolades followed as he channeled his energy into his career. Outside of work, he began to explore hobbies he neglected during his marriage: hiking, photography, and volunteering at a local community center. As months turned into a year, Mark found himself rediscovering joy. He met Rachel at a charity event, a kind-hearted woman with a sharp wit and a shared love for the outdoors. Their connection was immediate, but Mark took things slowly, ensuring his children were comfortable with the idea of someone new in his life. Amanda, on the other hand, faced the harsh consequences of her choices. She struggled financially after the divorce and had to downsize her lifestyle significantly. Friends she had once confided in distanced themselves, uncomfortable with the betrayal she had admitted to. In a moment of desperation, Amanda reached out to Mark. She wanted to meet, claiming she needed closure. Against his better judgment, Mark agreed, not out of sympathy, but to ensure there was no lingering resentment that could affect their co-parenting dynamic. When they met at a quiet cafe, Amanda apologized again, tears streaming down her face. She admitted she had taken him for granted, blinded by her own selfishness. Mark listened, his expression calm but resolute. "I've moved on, Amanda," he said firmly. "For our kids' sake, I hope you can too. What's done is done, and I've learned I deserve more than what you offered. Now, I'm focused on building a better future for myself and for Emma and Liam." Those words were a finality Amanda couldn't argue with. She nodded, realizing Mark's strength wasn't just in his ability to endure, but in his ability to thrive after the storm. Mark's story became a testament to his character. He didn't let betrayal define him. Instead, he used it as a catalyst to create a life filled with love, purpose, and integrity. It was a life Amanda could only watch from a distance, knowing she had lost the one person who would have stood by her through anything. If only she had chosen to value him. As time passed, Mark's life flourished, while Amanda remained stuck in the consequences of her choices. Mark and Rachel's relationship grew stronger, and his children thrived in the stable, loving environment he worked hard to create. Amanda occasionally saw glimpses of Mark's new life during co-parenting exchanges, his radiant smile, Rachel's warmth, and the kids' laughter. It stung, but she knew she had only herself to blame. Mark, however, held no bitterness. He had moved forward, leaving the pain behind. In the end, he proved that strength isn't just about standing up in the face of betrayal. It's about building something beautiful from its ruins over time. Mark's happiness became undeniable. His children adored Rachel, who brought joy and kindness into their lives, and Mark's career continued to flourish. Amanda, though regretful, accepted her new reality. Mark had grown into a stronger, more fulfilled man, no longer tethered to her mistakes. In the end, Mark's story wasn't just about betrayal. It was about resilient self-respect and finding a brighter path forward. He had chosen to thrive, leaving the past where it belonged.